From the outermost edge of our solar system, it began not with a flash or a roar, but with the faintest whisper in the language of the cosmos. At first, it was nothing more than an unusual flicker in a stream of deep space data, the kind of anomaly that could easily be dismissed as background noise. Yet the whisper grew, passing through the hands of astronomers across continents, until it reached the moment when world-renowned physicist Michio Kaku stood before an audience and revealed something that could alter humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. That an object named 3I Atlas had entered our solar system. But this was no ordinary interstellar traveler. It was not a comet born of ice and dust, nor a wandering asteroid obeying the blind pull of gravity. Its movements betrayed something far stranger. Its path was exact, its speed adjusted as if by deliberate choice, and from its dark form came bursts of patterned energy signals that felt less like natural radiation and more like a coded language carried across the void. This was not merely a discovery. It was a summons to reconsider everything we thought we knew about physics, about technology, and about whether humankind truly drifts alone in the dark. The first faint traces of 3I Atlas appeared in the sensors of a deep space observatory orbiting high above Earth, far from the atmospheric haze that blurs ground-based instruments. At first, it was easy to believe the reading was a glitch, a speck of cosmic dust passing through a camera frame, or a stray burst of radiation. But then came confirmation. Telescopes in South America, Europe, and Australia all saw the same thing. Something emerging from beyond the Kuiper Belt, moving in a way no known natural object could. Other visitors from interstellar space, like Oumuamua or Borisov, had come before, but their paths bent predictably under the sun's gravity. 3I Atlas defied that script. It was slowing down, resisting the pull of the sun, and steering itself with the kind of accuracy no tumbling rock could achieve. This suggested one of two possibilities, both extraordinary. Either it possessed a form of propulsion unknown to human science, or it could manipulate the very fabric of gravity itself. When scientists turned their instruments toward its faint emissions, the mystery deepened. Natural objects scatter radiation in chaotic, unpatterned ways. But 3I Atlas pulsed in a rhythm across multiple frequencies, including radio, each burst arriving with a precision that suggested intent. Even its albedo, the way it reflected sunlight, was abnormal. It absorbed more light than expected, then released the energy in timed infrared flashes, like carefully spaced messages vanishing into the dark. Kaku likened it to finding a glass bottle adrift in the middle of the ocean, not because the bottle itself is inexplicable, but because one instantly knows it was made, not born, and sent with a purpose. Its journey through the solar system has been because one instantly knows it was made, not born, and sent with a purpose. Its journey through the solar system has been equally deliberate. It approaches planets not to collide or even to orbit, but to skim past at distances optimal for study. Current projections indicate it will pass through Jupiter's magnetosphere, exploiting the planet's gravity to slingshot itself onward, a maneuver our own space agencies use intentionally, never by accident. Even its course corrections appear minimal yet purposeful, conserving energy as if guided by the most efficient of navigational minds. Kaku has suggested that such precision could only come from a probe equipped with advanced autonomy, or one under the remote guidance of its origin, point perhaps hundreds of light years away. If it is indeed gathering data, it could be surveying planetary atmospheres, mapping electromagnetic activity, or even quietly listening to the hum of our own radio transmissions. If so, somewhere far away, another intelligence could be watching and learning about us at this very moment. The implications are as profound as they are unsettling. Should 3I Atlas prove to be artificial, it would stand as the first undeniable proof that we are not alone and that interstellar travel is not merely possible, but already happening. Whoever sent it would possess technology and knowledge far beyond our own, perhaps by millions of years. And as Kaku warns, their intentions could range from benign curiosity to silent surveillance. Just as we send probes to other worlds without announcing ourselves, so too might they choose not to reveal their presence observing, testing, waiting to see how we react. As high-resolution images from the James Webb Space Telescope began to arrive, the object's form came into view and confounded expectations. Unlike the irregular lumps of rock and ice we know so well, 3I Atlas bore angles and planes, as though carved by deliberate design. Its surfaces seemed crystalline, arranged in repeating geometric patterns that shifted subtly in response to solar winds and electromagnetic fields. Some scientists proposed it was clad in metamaterials, engineered substances capable of adapting to their environment in real time. Others speculated it might be something more extraordinary still, a living machine, part technology, part biology, capable of interacting with space as a creature might with air or water. Its relationship with sunlight was no less peculiar. Instead of simply warming and re-radiating heat, it seemed to store photons, releasing energy in sharp, measured bursts across infrared, radio, and microwave wavelengths. The pattern suggested a mastery of energy unlike anything we've achieved, perhaps even manipulation of light at the quantum level. This raised an unnerving possibility. It may have been invisible to us until it wanted to be seen. Meanwhile, mathematicians and cryptographers began to parse the timing of those bursts. What they found set scientific circles buzzing, embedded. In the intervals were universal mathematical constants, the golden ratio, pi, Fibonacci sequences. Such patterns occur naturally in nature, but when encoded intentionally, they form the kind of greeting one might send to any intelligent species, regardless of biology or language. Mathematics, after all, is the one tongue the universe shares. If intentional, this was not just a signal, it was a handshake, a quiet announcement. We are intelligent, and we are here. Simulations suggest that 3I Atlas is not here to stay. Its projected path carries it on a tour of the inner solar system, before it will arc away toward the stars once more, leaving at a higher orbital plane than it arrived, something requiring significant energy input. This hints at propulsion systems yet to be revealed. Notably, it has shown no inclination to approach Earth directly, as if observation rather than contact were its mission. That raises a tantalizing question. If this one has come and chosen to be seen, how many others have passed silently through our neighborhood unnoticed? And so, 3I Atlas continues its measured drift through the vastness, executing maneuvers no natural body should be capable of, sending bursts of energy that may be propulsion, or may be conversation, or perhaps both. It has offered us no words we can clearly understand, yet its very presence feels like a message, a demonstration of reach, patience, and perhaps even restraint. As Kaku has said, if this object is indeed artificial, it is the most significant artifact humanity has ever encountered. Not because it speaks to us, but because it does not need to. Its existence alone tells us the stars are not empty, and that somewhere, someone knows we are here. In the end, 3I Atlas may slip away as quietly as it came, without turning its gaze toward Earth or sending a single direct transmission. But whether it lingers or departs, it leaves us changed. It forces us to ask who we are, where we stand in the cosmic order, and how we will respond when, be it tomorrow or 1,000 years from now, the silence between the stars is finally broken.